Good morning. I'm currently in Borovets, which is in Bulgaria in the Rila National Park, and I'm about to climb the Musala mountain peak, which is the highest at 2,925 meters in Bulgaria, but also in the Balkan Peninsula. So it will get pretty steep. I think round trip will take about 10 to 12 hours, depending on my pace, of course. It's 25 kilometers and 1,500 meters of incline, which is pretty steep. Currently we are at 1,400 meters above sea level, and we need to reach 2,925. So it's all the way up. But on the way we will see some beautiful views, some beautiful lakes, beautiful rivers. I hear there might be some bridges broken, so I hope I can manage, because some people that I heard of had to return because the bridges were broken. But other people made it to the top anyway, so I guess we will see and we will find out if it will work. And later on in the video I will give you some tips about solo hiking as well, because I'm hiking solo, which can be a good idea or not. You need to be prepared, that's for sure, but I will explain more in a minute. So let's go. Alright, what they told me about the broken bridges, I guess that's what they mean right here. So I will continue anyway. My feet are already a bit wet. So yeah, but let's just go for it, man. This is pretty fucking sketchy, damn. I only have these two poles and the river is pretty wild. Not sure how I'm going to manage this. I have a drone in my backpack, I have a camera here, I have my phone here. Damn. Oh man. How am I going to do this? Maybe I just take off my shoes and just go for it, I guess? I think that might be a better option actually. I will take off my shoes. Give me a minute. Alright, took off my shoes, but I'm sure that water is freezing cold, so it will be a struggle. But let's do it. Put my shoes around my neck. They're really dirty, but yeah. Fucking hell. Okay, we're doing this. Those who are about to freeze are greeting you. Wow. Oh yeah, it's freezing cold, man. Damn. Fucking hell. Damn it. I made it though. I hope there are not so many bridges like this. Going to put on my shoes again and continue hiking. I guess that right there should be Musala Peak. So we're definitely not there yet. After about 8.5 kilometers and around 3 hours and 15 minutes, I reached Musala hut. It's a complex. I think you can get coffee here, you can sleep here, you can eat something here, but this is where the real push to the Musala Peak begins. So now it's for real, no more joking around. It is noon right now, which means we're about 4 hours on the way. So I thought it's the perfect time to take a small break. It's also the last real push to the Musala Peak. We're getting closer to God, because that's what Musala means. Musala is from the Ottoman Empire. They gave the name to this peak. And we're at an elevation of 2,543 meters, which means we have about 400 meters to climb. You can see the peak right there behind me. That's the one we're going to. So we're still not there yet, but I will refill my calories a bit and take a break, dry my feet a bit, dry my socks, maybe change my t-shirt or dry it at least. And then we're off for the final push to the peak. Let's do it. But first, let's get rid of these. This always feels so good when I can zip this off. It's like really a relief. My white legs can become maybe a bit brown. Maybe. Oh, and I told you I would give you some tips about solo hiking. Well, the first tip would be always inform somebody about the route that you will take. That's the main tip actually. Then the next tip is to share your location with someone. Like for example on this hike, mostly you will have cell phone reception. So you can really share your location. You can do it with WhatsApp, you can do it with Google Maps. I do it with Garmin. That's another option. And if you really don't have cell phone reception, you can buy one of these. This is called the Garmin InReach. It's a satellite receiver and sender, I guess. Yeah, sender, because I can send text messages with this as well. And this has reception anywhere. So even if I don't have cell phone reception, people can still track me. I send it to a few people, close friends, so they can know where I am. So that's one of the safety tips. And you also have an SOS button. So yeah. And always check the weather as well. That's very, very important, because if it would be raining right now, this would be, well, not impossible, but it would really not be pleasant and not so safe either, because you can have flash floods and stuff. So yeah, always check the weather. But I did, and you can see it's a really beautiful day today. Up there it might be a bit cold. I checked the weather. You can actually see the weather up there. And I saw that was about around 5 degrees Celsius today. So yeah, we will see. I brought some jackets and everything, so it should be alright. But now I will have some lunch. did it. And I made it to the top of Bulgaria, 2,925 meters above sea level. Also the top of the Balkan, Musala Peak. It took me about 6 hours, but it was definitely worth it. Definitely beautiful views up here. And to be honest, it's not so cold here. I was expecting a lot of wind, but it's not so bad actually. But I have a long way to go back, so I will get going now. But first, open a Belgian beer, because that's pretty much tradition right now when I reach a peak. So let's do it. So we're back at the broken bridge, but this time I'm not going to take off my shoes because they're wet completely already. And look at my leg. I was in the mud until here. I tried to clean it already a bit, but this time I'm just walking through with shoes, and after that I will just dry my shoes a bit. So yeah, it doesn't matter anymore now. My feet are completely wet. I brought some dry socks, but yeah, dry socks and wet shoes doesn't have really an advantage, I guess, so let's just go through it. Now look. I still have to walk about 6 or 7 kilometers with wet feet, but yeah, what can I do? I made it back finally. The last 5 kilometers I was really walking in zombie mode, and I took one wrong turn, probably because I was walking in zombie mode, so that probably added 1 kilometer, but the total is 26.5, so probably more around 25, and the elevation gain was 1569, and it is now 7 o'clock, and I started at 8 o'clock, which means it took me 11 hours round trip to go to Musala Peak and back. And to the peak itself, I think was around 6 hours and a half to reach it. But on the way back, obviously you can get some more speed. So I'm blabbling. If you want more information about this hike, I will leave a link in the description to a blog post with all the details, also the GPX track. Keep in mind that I took a wrong turn in the end, but fucking mosquitoes here, damn it. And you can do the hike for yourself if you want to. So yeah, see you in the next video.